Well, face protected, voice altered, and put on a different channel with no connection to me or my name in any form or way. Well, let's see how this experiment plays out.
The question I'm going to immediately ask you to do is, you're waiting to get upset. You have your heart charged. You're ready to explode and get angry, but I ask you, calm down. Like, if you're feeling sort of angry in your chest, relax. Just think from a head perspective. What I'm doing is not trying to aggravate you. It just is what it is.
Now, with the Zoe Quinn conspiracy playing out at roughly the same time as I'm putting this up, I feel a bit encouraged and emboldened to put this out now that I feel that at least a chunk of the people I know have had the yokes of "shut up, you're a misogynist" yoked off of them because they simply don't fucking care anymore. They will kick shit up and use their brains no matter what are told to them, no matter how much you yell that you're a stupid misogynist pig, and no matter how many internet personalities and journalist websites put up a bunch of lies, because we all know they're in bed together. Literally. Now, what I wanted to tackle in this video is essentially the emperor's invisible clothes of feminism. Objectification. Like, this is quite brilliant because it does not exist. Like, I wanted to tackle objectification, and what often people do when tackling objectification is they have to create counter examples, like say, well, men get objectified and blah, blah, blah. Before I even begin to get there, I'm going to tackle the legs of this beast. I want to show that this beast has no legs to stand on, and after that, I want to come over and shoot it in the head. Objectification isn't real. Men are not born with Medusa rays in their eyes that turn you into an object if you look at them. Now, I know the counter-argument is going to be, well, looking at you sexually reduces you to an object in the eye. That is kind of intensely sexist, because it presumes that the second a man looks at a woman in any form or way that's sexually, their brain shuts off, that we only have 3 brain cells, one for breathing, one's for eating, and then the last one is filled up by one last third thing. And if it happens to be sex, and oh shit, they're going to go into rape mode! I have a question. If I look at a police officer and say, oh, that's a police officer, am I also objectifying them? Because I only see them as a police officer. I know they're a human being. I'm not stupid enough to see that they're a human, not to see that they're a human being. But I just wanted to identify that that's the part of I identify them. Is it objectification to identify one has orange hair? Is it objectification to identify somebody's wearing a t-shirt you like or not? Why does sexuality get a higher level of importance to it? Like, if you view me as somebody who's wearing pretty clothes, oh, that's fine, son. But if you see me as pretty, then whoa, I'm being objectified. That sees me as an object.
Really, stop and think about it. Like, what is the difference? Really think. Tell yourself, explain to yourself what is the difference. Now, not the feelings of the person being looked at. Like, not about how it makes another person feel. Maybe some people might prefer to be viewed more beautiful or attractive and hate the fact that people keep staring at their t-shirt. We're not talking about feelings here. We're talking about logic. Just think it. Think it in your head. What is the difference? You see what I'm talking about?
So it's not real. Objectification is not real. There is no shame, and there should be no shame, in looking at something sexually. Because that's just part of natural biology. There's nothing shameful about natural biology. Now, if you want to argue sexuality with me, which is a completely different thing, if you want to argue sexuality with me, well, what's the allowance of sexuality, what is good in a medium, what is bad, that is a case-by-case basis. And sometimes things go too far, and sometimes they sell out long-term profits for a quick short-term burst of people who glanced at the magazine cover or clicked on the video because there was a girl with tits on them instead of quality. But they can be pretty decently combined together to create pretty quality works. Part of the time sexual enjoyment and be part of it, of a good plot, interesting characters, and such like that. Men aren't stupid. Men aren't retards that don't have a brain or two to share between them. So this is my first video, unscripted. Maybe if this works out, I'll make a new one, and it's going to be better. Anyway, this is just my point. The Emperor's Invisible Clothes, Objectification.